Hi, my name's Alex, and last week I went through life-saving emergency surgery, which has changed my life forever. So I got my colostomy bag surgery almost exactly a year after my first flare-up. I tried lots of other treatments which worked for a while. These included steroids and mesalazine. So on the 5th of January 2026, I started to suspect that I was having a flare-up. So immediately I went to the hospital and I got another dose of steroids to try and calm it down. Unluckily for me though, I had also contracted a bowel infection at the same time called Campylobacter, I think. The infection was caught a couple weeks later, but the damage was kind of already done. So they treated the infection and it went away. Unfortunately, I was still deteriorating quite rapidly, so we knew that something else was up. Unfortunately, the doctors decided that I would have to move on to emergency biologic treatment. Biologics was always something that terrified me. And if you're not familiar, biologics is a frequent infusion and it does come with a lot of limitations and side effects. Biologics isn't something that a doctor can just prescribe. It's an extremely expensive and invasive treatment. As far as I'm aware, your consultant has to apply for the funding. So I did some emergency tests to prove that I needed this funding for this medicine. Unfortunately, those tests proved that I actually didn't have time to wait for that medicine, and I was in surgery that day. They also discovered when I was in surgery that my body was in sepsis, or I had sepsis. Recovery has definitely been quite tough. We're all just very lucky that I got into surgery when I did, because I think if I'd even gone in an hour later, things would be very, very different.